here. I'm glad to see you on my channel Europethroughtheeyesofrussian, and the theme of today's video will be accommodation bills in Ireland. Let's start. I will classify expense of importance and periodicity. Well, now we consider weekly necessary expense. I say about fuel and about foodstuffs. Yes. What about fuel? Diesel or petrol? And I know that you know that petrol is more expensive. That's why I will speak about diesel. 30 euro it will enough for 200 kilometers. Of course, this graph may vary depending on how far I work from you. And what about food? 150, 200 for a family of 2 people and 1 dog. A choice a great even in cafe you don't want to go. Of course, if you like cooking, and also for people leading a health lifestyle, a lot of choice. Now let's count. 120 for fuel and 800 for food. Now let's consider monthly necessary expense. I say about rent house or room, sharing room, and you know sometimes landlords want that you're paying every week. I don't know for what, but sometimes it's happened. If you rent a house, in average 1,000 euro. And what about room? 400 euro. Yeah, and by the way, look my video about renting and sharing in Ireland. It's really useful for you. Well, what is the next? Recycling service around 30 euro. Then electricity 20 euro. And you know, in different house, different system, because when we live in one house, 20 euro is not enough for 1 week, but when we move to another house, we pay 20 euro for 1 month. Different systems, and you know, it's not depends on the area and amount of lighting. Next, broadband internet in Ireland, 45 euro. But you know, it's possible first 6 months paying by 25 euro. It depends on the choosing company. Also look my special video about broadband and internet in Ireland and about my negative experience with cooperation with company scammers. Credit balance 20 euro. Now let's speak about heating. 50-70 if we will speak about renting a room. If we speak about house, it's more I think than 200 euro. But of course it depends of dimensions and other factors. In addition to kerosene, there are overtop heating like gas, firewood, coal, petrol briquettes. And if you if you choose in between firewood, coal and petrol briquettes, the better will, of course, coal. And of course, again, it depends on so many characteristic of house buildings, but not heat, and save on it is not option because black mold. And I have information about gas card. If you pay by gas card, special gas card, keep in mind that it will more expensive than a regular account, and sometimes they may withdraw your funds from card to unknown directly, and payment is this card only in special shops like SuperValu and fortunately online. Well, let's speak about car expenses of car. Insurance for a car 150, 200, it depends on the year and engine size. But you know, before you will pay every month, you need to pay a huge sum deposit. And as I know, insurance company term only for owner Honda and BMW. And also, what about car? Yes, engine tax. Some from 70 until 2000s, maybe more. And repeat information. Okay, depends on the year and engine size. In option, you can pay every 3, 6, 9 months or 1 year. And what about what I want to say here? Oh, I know. Maybe you say me, why this seems so big? Maybe I will pedestrian. I say no, it's bad idea because really transport infrastructure in Ireland is very poor. In option like bicycle, thinking about it. Well, time to counting. Whoa. Optional, but I say better desirable expenses. That is without which you can do it in the austerity mode. But if you have enough finances, then already will normal. In other words, expenses are related to your hobbies and not included in the category of necessary. I say about gym, 20 or 30 euro, depends on the choosing gym. Sunbeds, 20 euro, 2 times in 1 week or per 1 week. When men's haircut, 10 euro, women's haircut, 20 euro. But for women's not needlessly so often because women like over procedure. By the way, if you're interested in this thematic, write in the comments and we will speak about beauty sphere in Ireland and what local girls like. Well, next, cafe 25, I think, maybe more, maybe less. Sport food, sport nutrition from 50, and again, maybe less, maybe more. But there is a lot of want to do something else. I say about shopping, cinema, parties, pubs, gifts for friends, gifts for yourself, household goods, and etc. And all it will be great if you have the wages like supervisor of 16,000 euro. Maybe later, but what about now? Now let's really look at things. Well, time to counting. Somewhere up to 200s. And also, guys, I'm preparing my life hacks for how save your money. First, buying membership to the cinema Odeon in England and Ireland, 20 euro per month, and you get unlimited movie views. Because when you go on the cinema, your ticket nearly 15 euro without snacks. Profitably, absolutely right. You will have this card, but on other side will your photo. What it mean? It means that you cannot give this card your friends. Sorry guys, it's not my problem. And second, life hacks, ordering products online. Because I'm a big fan Tesco, and I show you, I have a program. Where are you? Tesco Island. And I'm not spend my money on fuel, delivery from 3 until 7 euro. And what I want to say, and report to refrigerator. It's excellent. And I am dreaming about the Lidl have the same program of delivery. It will amazing, really. I'm finished with my life hacks, yeah. Well, I made for you budget for living bachelor. I think it's most rational use of financial resource. His wages will 1600s and his hobby will sport. One thing will change. It's rent house and rent room, and also heating. Look. Before us is a table necessary expenses. What we see: House or room 1000 or 400. Fuel, diesel 120. Food 500. Imagine that a guy loves and knowing how to cook very well. Recycling 30. Heating, kerosene 210 if we will speak about rent a house, and €70 if we'll speak about sharing a room. Electricity €20. Insurance for a car 150. Engine tax 45. Credit balance 20. Broadband 45. And total 2,140 or 1400. Yes, I say correctly. Now let's see optional, or better I say desirable expenses. Gym 20, haircut 10, sport nutrition 50, from 50 I think. What about fast food? Since the guy is on healthy diet, he doesn't need fast foods. Cinema 20, there must be at least some entertainment. Pubs, clubs, not interesting to him because the regime is important to him. Over 100. Let's leave the goods for himself, gifts and presents. On average, 100 for pocket expenses. Yeah. And what about clothes? We will consider it does not need new clothes. Total 200. Well, total payment. If we'll speak about house, I think it will nearly 2,340. And what about room? 1,600. Well, now the time for conclusions. In the case of house, a young man need to get additionally 740 euros somewhere. In a case of room, all is okay, but even here I wouldn't not to advise you rejoicing, because there are always unforeseen expenses and there are several options to look additional job or find higher paying job. What is it the unforeseen expenses? I say about first, I hate servicing bank card from €30 until 50, maybe more, yeah, and every 3 or 6 months unpredictably. What about our car? Inspections, NCT, car service, parking, car wash. Next, what about our health? Medicine and treatments. Then, what about health our friends' animals? Veterinary service. And next, travel and vacation. You can ask me why is here, and I say, guys, when you live abroad and you have immigration status, you're planning all beforehand. And of course, it's possible, but not so often. But I know that the reason of your traveling may be different. Yeah. Consider this expense for a man. What about women? They more demanding. This is probably why everyone paying for himself and living with parents long time like possible, in order to delay the moment when they will enter the next step of adult life, like credit for a house, credit for a car, credit for a wedding, credit for a household appliance, and etc. Welcome to the reality, guys. Well, I said so much, but I have got a lot of stuff to talk about. Subscribe to my channel and push the button if you like my video. See you in the next thematic video. Sharing room, and sometimes landlord transport infrastructure is very poor. Well, I said so much, but